Okay. Okay, so this is how you can delete a cookie by name, or you can delete, this all the cookies. For example, I deleted this one, right? Now you can get a number of cookies. So you can just call this method, this one. So I can give a different collection name, then number of cookies after deleting one. After deleting one cookie. Next, how can you delete all the cookies? So how can you delete all the cookies and how can you clear the cache? Same, okay? And just driver dot manage method dot delete all cookies. That's it. So once you deleted, it should not be present, right? Any cookie, so it should not be present. It should be 0, right? You should not get again. So let's see again, try to get it. And you can find out if 0 is there, that's no cookies are present. After deleting all. So just execute this. So here is the 11 cookies are there. If you want to differentiate, okay, so many cookies are there, right? So you can separate them with some each cookie. You can separate. Let me just put some design, okay, so that you will get a nice separation for each cookie. The browser open, Firefox. This is the Firefox. So I have shown you how to run on Firefox, how to launch your Edge browser, how to launch Chrome browser. All we have seen now. See this. So these are all the ones. See total 11 cookies, cookie name and value, cookie domain, path, cookie expiry date, cookie name and value. Value is very big, this one. Domain rediff.com path, so absolute path. So name this one, value, domain rediff, name. So where is our test cookie? See, here it is, test cookie, and this is the value. So like that you can get all the cookies. Then you can see after deleting number of cookies after deleting one. See, before it was 11, now it is 1. So number of cookies after deleting all 0 cookies are there. So this is how you can asset also. This you can asset also. So once you delete, there should not be any cookies. So mainly this is the use case you will use, only this one. Remaining other things you won't use at all. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And let's go now see different concept. So how to scroll the web pages? How to scroll the web pages? You can scroll the web page using so JavaScript executor. So JavaScript executor is the one of the very important concept. That one you can use to scroll, and also JavaScript executor is an interface. So which is mainly used to execute a JavaScript code in Java Selenium. So you can execute a JavaScript code in Java Selenium code. So that's the main purpose of this JavaScript executor interface purpose. So let's see that JavaScript executor interface. So this one is available in arc.openk.selenium package, JavaScript executor. Here it is. So this is the one, main class. See, interface, JavaScript executor. See, this JavaScript executor is implemented by all the browser classes, Chrome driver, Chromium driver, Edge driver, Firefox driver, remote web driver, Safari driver, Internet Explorer driver. So a public interface JavaScript executor. So indicates that driver can execute JavaScript, providing access to the mechanism to do any JavaScript code. If you want to execute, you can use a JavaScript executor interface. And there is a method. So see that these are the methods. Execute script method. First, you have to give a script, execute script. The parameter is JavaScript code. You have to give comma, and then optional argument. Object dot 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 means, yeah, just this is the optional argument. How many you want, you can give. You can give 0, you can give 1, you can give 2. That's the optional argument. How you will define data type, 3 dots, and args. This is the arguments. So this is how you can specify optional argument for your method. So 3 dots if you put, and the arguments you specify, and that's the optional arguments how to define in a method. So this parameter you have to give mandatory, but here, so you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, how many you want, or you can give 0 also. That's this optional arguments how to define for the method. So we are going to use this execute script method. Execute script method we are going to use to handle the scroll. So this is the vertical scroll bar, right? Why do you need to scroll? So you need to scroll to, so what purpose? To see the content below. If you want to see the content below, you will use a scroller. So that scroller is, so otherwise, WebDriver cannot see below element, and then it will say, I cannot see the element, so I cannot perform action on that element. So make sure it is visible and then perform the action. That's this execute script method will do that. So we will do that, all the different actions. So we can try it out. So here you have execute script method usages also here. They have provided. See, execute async script and execute script execute script method also there. Yeah, execute script method. So I'll show you how to write this execute script method uses. Let's go to our blog. You will get everything here in the blog. So how you can scroll the pages, all those concepts. So go to here, blog archives 2020. So in this 2020 February or 2020, you have all the Selenium methods to scroll the pages. Can you see that? To scroll and take screenshot. How to take the screenshot? I'll show you both of them. I'll explain here. So how to scroll the pages using JavaScript executor interface, you can do that. So first create an object, launch any browser using WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Then create a variable of JavaScript executor and assign driver variable to that. See that JavaScript executor interface, that variable you are pointing to driver variable. So driver type is a WebDriver interface. JSX type is a JavaScript executor interface. Both are interfaces only, but different types, right? Both are different type. So that's why you need to typecast So it to JavaScript executor interface, because driver variable you are assigning to JavaScript executor type. So it will get a type mismatch error here. To solve that, you need to typecast this driver to JavaScript executor. That means WebDriver type you are converting into JavaScript executor format. That is called typecasting. So it is the process of converting one type of interface into another type. That is called typecasting. That's what I explained in Java beginning classes. So I covered one more time here. So there we covered variables, data types. Now here I am covering interfaces also. Non-primitive data types I am covering. So to scroll down, you can use this JavaScript executor reference variable dot execute script method, and you have to write window dot scroll by horizontal and vertical. So now you are doing a scroll down means vertically down. So that's why you have to do horizontal, you give 0. Vertical, how many pixels? Approximately you give pixels. That pixel count you can pass it here. And this is the optional argument. I am not giving anything, empty. Then to scroll up, you just mention the scroller a negative value, or down negative value, pass it, automatically it will scroll up. So how can you scroll until the visibility of particular element? So this is that scroll down and scroll up. These are the two commands you have to write. That's it. Automatically it will scroll down based on the number of pixels. No, I don't know how many pixels, but I want to scroll until my element is visible. I don't know my element is very down, bottom side is there. So I want to scroll till this icon appears or this appears. So in order to do that, you can use this command, scroll until that element is visible. So here you have. So how to scroll that thing? Here you have JSX dot, that means JavaScript execute reference variable dot execute script bracket arguments of 0 dot scroll into view true. So this is the JavaScript code. Here also, this is the JavaScript code till here. So this entire thing is a JavaScript code. So first argument is a JavaScript code, and second argument you are giving as a null. I told you, right, optional arguments. You can give 0, you can give 1 argument, you can anything. But here, see, I'm using a first JavaScript code. See, second argument I am passing 1 element. Okay, which element? For which element you are scrolling? That I am telling here. So this is the, so by practicing you can remember these codes. This is the all JavaScript code. It's not Java. Java is different. JavaScript is different. Both are different programming languages. So both are famous languages. Arguments of 0 dot scroll into view true. So that's the entire JavaScript code. And okay, you want to scroll for which element? So this is the element. You identify the element, and that element reference variable you can pass it here. This is the one way. The second way is, even you can scroll based on the keys, the keyboard keys. There are keyboard keys, up or down keys are there. So you can click on those keys. You can send those keys from the keyboard. How can you send the keyboard keys to the web page? So that is what you have to use, a send keys method. Which method you need to use? Send keys method. Inside, you have to call that enum constants. Keys is the enum. Let me show you. Keys is the enum in Selenium. Keys is the enum. So you remembered I explained enum constants. So that enum is keys. Keys is the enum, representation of pressable keys that aren't text. All keys, keyboard keys. Your keyboard keys are represented with a keys enum. That enum inside you can see all the keys of keyboard. See alt, add, arrow down, arrow left, arrow right, arrow up, backspace, cancel, clear, command, control, decimal, delete, divide, down. So this is the one. If you want to scroll down, you have to call. How to call the enum constants? How to call the enum constants? In Java, I explained how to call enum name dot constant. What is the enum name here? What is the enum name here? Keys. And what is the enum constant? Whatever you want. Down. If you want to scroll down, down you call. If you want to enter key, keys dot enter. If you want to shift, keys dot shift. If you want to control key, you want to press keys dot control. If you want to press caps lock, keys dot caps lock. If you want to press tab, keys dot tab. If you want to press number pad, so numpad 0, numpad 1, numpad 2, like that. Numbers if you want to enter. So this is the how you can call all the keyboard keys. You see that? Even functions, end key, enter key, equals, escape. So escape key, functions, F1 to F12 functions, and then help, home, insert to left alt to left control, left shift to. So these are all keys, right? You can call these keys. See, multiply, division, add. So all those pays down, pays up. These keys you can use. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So all this. We can, some of them I'll play around with this. I'll show you in our programs. But so this is the how you can, there is a up also. There is a scroll up. So you can scroll up. So that is the one even you can scroll down, you can scroll up. So driver dot find element by dot locator. So the locator here is you have to use a tag name. Why tag name? Entire page is represented by body tag. That's why the tag name locator body you need to give value is a body tag. The locator is a tag name locator. You have to use send keys dot down. See, I have given already here code also. To scroll up, driver dot find element by dot tag name body dot send keys dot up. It will scroll up, but only one pixel it will move up. If you want more, you add the loop. How many times you want to scroll down, how many times you want to scroll up, just to use the loop, and loop inside you call this keys dot down, and if you want to scroll down multiple times. Okay, so that's the two ways you can scroll down and scroll up, and you can scroll for particular element. This is the interview question. So how can you scroll for until the visibility of particular element? So you have to write this line of code. So you have to remember there is no option. By practice only it will come. So whenever there is a chance, try to use the code so that you can remember that. So how to use this? First you have to create a JavaScript executor interface variable and then pass this driver reference variable. So then typecast it, then that JSX dot execute script method you have to call. But here you don't need execute script. In the you're just scrolling up and down with a keys enum. You're scrolling up and down with a keys enum. So that's the how to scroll the web pages. Any questions? So I'll show you how to scroll, how to take screenshots now, and then we can move on. Maybe coding we'll do tomorrow. Today we'll finish the theory part. So there is one more screenshot. So you need to take the screenshot of your web page, right? If that test case failed, how do you debug that? So why it has failed? How do you know that? If you have screenshots, you will come to know. So that screenshots you can get with a takes a screenshot interface. There is another interface. They will ask all the interfaces. What are all the different interfaces? So in the WebDriver. So what is the super interface of WebDriver? Search context. Yeah, so I think Sarita, you answered, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so others, yeah, please know these are all interview questions. So you have to be on top of all these questions. Otherwise, it's difficult to know because these are the basics. And if you're not answering, you will get a bad opinion. That's what my worry. Unnecessarily, you will get a bad opinion, and they won't consider for the next round. Please, be careful on these small basics. So take screenshot. Here is the take screenshot. So it's an interface. Takes a screenshot is an interface. So this interface again, so implemented whichever driver browser class is there. All the browser classes, they are implementing this also. So there is a straightforward code indicates a driver or an HTML element that can capture a screenshot and store it in different ways. So you can store the screenshots. So in the file format or in the byte format. So you can store, so in different output types are there. So any of those output types you can use. Say there is only one method. There is only one method, takes a screenshot, get screenshot as method. So this takes screenshot interface as a one abstract method, that is get a screenshot as, but the parameter for this method is another interface variable. What is another interface? Output type. So, okay, you want a screenshot. What type of output you want? The screenshot in the file format, or in the byte format, so or in the base64 format. So these are the constants in the interface. Another interface. This is another interface. Output type is an interface. That interface inside a constants fields. So interface has a constants only, right? How can you call interface constants? How can you call interface constants?
Enum dot.
Enum.
Keys.
I am talking about interface. Why are you bringing again enum?
Using final keywords.
See, this is all interface constants. How you will declare public static final data type and the field name, right? Base64 bytes file. These are the different variable names, the constant names in the interface. This interface inside, they have three constants declared. I want to call this constant. For example, I want to call file constant. How can I call? Because I need to pass a parameter for this, right? For this method, I need to pass an argument. What is the data type of this argument? Output type. Output type parameter I need to pass for that. How can I call output type constants here? Basically, that's an interface again. Interface constants, how can you call? No answer? These all basics Java. I think you have to read them or make a note, okay? At least while telling time, if you don't remember these important points, note down. Put a notepad or something, notes. These things you can refer again and again. Very important points. Those points, if you are not remembering, it's difficult to code. So remember the thumb rule. Any interface constant is a static variable, this one. So you can call interface name dot constant. Interface name dot constant. How can you call interface constants? Interface name dot constant. Clear? So that's what I'm going to do. When I call get screenshot as, so takes a screenshot of driver. Driver means entire page. I'm taking entire page screenshot. Get a screenshot as output type file. So it will get the file type and I'm storing in the file reference variable. If you want base64 format, take screenshot of element. So you are giving element. So you can take the element screenshot also. Particular element screenshot also you can take. In the entire page means you have to use a driver reference. If you want to take only particular element screenshot means you can use the element reference. Based on the which reference you are passing to the take screenshot interface. Then get screenshot as output type base64. So I'm taking a base64 means a string type. I'm getting here. So once you get the variable, the screenshot here, you can copy to somewhere else. So wherever you want, you can copy to your project directory location anywhere. So I have created a separate reusable methods. Let me show you them. See, taking the entire browser screenshot. So private static void capture screenshot string. You give the screenshot name for the method. See, you can tell I created a reusable methods. So you can tell this on top of Selenium code. You can build your own code, reusable method. So I cannot every time call this, right? What I'm doing, I'm just developed one reusable method. So first one, file src source file equal to take screenshot of driver dot get a screenshot as output type dot file constant. So I got into this src variable my screenshot in the file format. Now I want a dynamic screenshot. So every time if I run, I don't want to duplicate it. I want a dynamic screenshot. So what you can do, date d equal to new date. So I'm adding the date to the screenshot. So screenshot name equal to screenshot name plus, so hyphen d dot to string. I'm converting the date object into string format. Replace colon hyphen. So I'm replacing the colon. In the date you have a colons. So I'm replacing with a hyphen. Dot replace. The space I'm replacing with a hyphen. Dot jpg. So this is the format I got it and I will copy this to somewhere else. See, file utils is the one class. You have to add commons IO package dependency. That dependency you will get this class. Dot copy file. Copy file always you have to give source to destination. My source is this one and destination is, so I want to give new file system.get property user.dir in the project directory plus under source directory plus under a screenshots folder plus this screenshot name. So this source you copy to in this with this name in this directory. So that's what the copy file is doing. It's a dynamic every time. So this method will generate the dynamic screenshot. You don't need to worry. If you run n number of times, every time the time will be different. Time is not same. So that's the main advantage. Next, you want to take the screenshot of an element. So private static void capture screenshot. So I'm passing for this method element name, comma, screenshot name. So two arguments I'm passing. See, the method name is same. So can you tell me which oops concept is this one? Which oops concept is this? Sorry?
Method overloading.
Method override.
Overriding. How
Method
it is
overloading.
overriding?
Overloading.
Overloading, right? What is overloading definition?
Parameters are
Same
different.
class, the
Method names
method name is same. But arguments should be different. So arguments are different here, right? So
Yes.
here one argument, here two parameters. Here one parameter, here two parameters. This is the method overloading concept. Overriding means certainly the method name same, okay. It should not be in the same class. One should be in the parent class and another should be in the child class. But parent parameters should be same. But here parameters are not same, right? So please remember that main concept. So in the case of parameters, in the case of method overriding, parameters should be same. It happens between two classes. In case of method overloading, parameter must be different. Method name is same again. Method name must be same. Parameter must be different. Okay. So that's the main difference between method overloading and overriding. I think so. You have to implement these scenarios automatically. That's very, very important. You can answer impromptu automatically when you apply these concepts, Java concepts here. You can answer anything in the interview. And so Java you are forgetting means you cannot answer these questions. The question itself you will get. Okay. Can you tell me method overloading examples that in your automation code they will ask? You can give all these examples. I have given yesterday also. Frame method, then expected conditions class method. So there is one more method, one more also will come. Actions class methods, all are overloading methods. And these are you can tell I built my own method overloading concept on these methods. You can tell this also. If they ask your custom methods, give me some example means you can tell these methods also. Okay, so that's all. So let me show you this. Okay, file src equal to take screenshot of element. See here we used the driver, right? And here I'm using a element. That means I'm taking a element screenshot. Get screenshot as output type of file. So I got the element screenshot into file. Then I'm making a dynamic by creating object for a date class. And then that date class, I'm just I'm just formatting the date as per my requirement. That's it. Other than that, nothing I'm doing in this line. So data object, a toString method will convert the object into string format. That also make a note. Please make a note. What is the toString method purpose? So where this method toString method is there? Which class toString method is there?
Object class.
Object class. So object. So now D is object, right? Object dot toString means you are converting the object into string format. Now string dot, that's why I see this entire thing converted into string. String dot, that's why I call string methods replace. Again replace. How it is possible? With object you cannot call replace method, right? We are using on the string. I converted the object into string, then calling the string methods. So please understand, if you don't understand, ask. This in detailed concepts is very important. If you understand these concepts, so that you can answer anything and you can implement the code easily. And then, so I'm copying. Copy file, always remember, copy method in Linux, anywhere, you have to pass two arguments, source, destination. Where you want to copy, which one you want to copy. That's you have to question yourself. So then you will get answer there itself. Okay, I want to copy this source into this destination. That's why two arguments. Okay, so these are all reusable methods, and we'll see tomorrow. I'll write the program on the scrolling, and with that we are good. We are done with the basics, and then I'll introduce the JUnit framework. So immediately tomorrow itself we'll introduce a JUnit framework, and we'll write one program also on the JUnit. So then we'll write I'll introduce the JUnit, then we'll jump onto the TestNG framework. So we will write a lot of programs on the TestNG, and then once we complete the TestNG, then we'll go for the framework design. Okay, next 2-3 weeks, it's very, very important, crucial. Okay.